Good morning. Let's do a garden tour. This pot close to the house, we have rosemary and some mint. And this is a grapefruit tree that my grandpa gave me like 2 years ago. And this is just a pretty house plant, philodendron. And this is basil. This is dwarf Greek basil. And so is this one. This is Dr. Witchy's yellow tomato. And pretty flowers from the nursery. And then in this corner, it's like a mini jungle. This is something that grows on the side of our house. It has really pretty pink, light pink flowers. Super pretty. It like covers them. Lots more of that over there. This, I have no idea. It's like a weed tree. It's pretty cool. I don't know. This pretty flower came from the nature trail that I go on. These grow out there everywhere. And one day there was like tracks someone drove through, and one of these little babies was like almost out. So I pulled it up and brought it home and put it in the ground. And look at all this. There's so much, and it's so pretty. Like, there'll be a bunch of flowers. See, there's some. Oh, there's one in there. Yeah, they're really pretty. Oh, look. Ew. It's really pretty though. Oh my gosh. Did the snail do that? That's gross. I hope it was a snail. Okay, so down here used to be a kiddie pool, and I had broccoli in it and stuff, but that's gone. And now this year it kind of broke, so I just left it there and just kept throwing, like, it's kind of like the compost pile. So I threw a sweet potato in here, and look at this. This was like months ago. I totally forgot about it, but see, potato. Ah, doodle bug. There's so many friends out here. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I can't get rid of this. This is growing. And then I guess I threw some squash seeds in here, forgot. They've all sprouted. There's 3 of them, and they're actually spaced perfectly. So I think I'm just gonna let this chill, but like, there's all kind of stuff in here. I threw eggshells and like vegetable scraps and compost. And that's like, I trimmed a bunch of stuff, and it's like mulch now. So just gonna let this little area chill. And there's more of those pretty flower bushes. And then random pretty flowers that will be growing. And then all the way down to more pretty random flowers. And our fence is getting beat up by this tree. Oops, that tree there. And it has really beautiful flowers in the spring, and then they go away. But the vines, they're coming through. It's crazy. So anyway, I had to trim all of that 2 days ago, and it was not easy. And then I had to trim this because we're gonna try to clear all the side of the fence because it's like falling apart. We're gonna keep the jungle. Sorry, I'm making you dizzy. And then we're gonna keep this jungle. So these will be pretty flowers. We got some right here that will be blooming very soon. And boom, boom, 2 more. And this cactus was given to me by our neighbor, Sammy. She's moved since, but it was so little. It was just like that one nub, I think. This one and that. And then all of this has grown crazy. And there's prickly pears. They're so pretty. There's gonna be so many. And so Matt's making mead, and he's super excited to maybe use these. Pretty cool. So we have some random things growing. And now I'll show you our first garden bed. So here we have rosemary and some weeds that should not be in here. I pull these out like every day. That's why I want to mulch around all my beds to keep all these weeds from being able to grow, because they just grow right through. Okay, so these are habaneros and they've got some flowers. I got these from our local nursery. This one has a little baby. See that? And lots of little flowers, so there will be peppers soon. And then this is a tomato plant. So I started a bunch of tomatoes and did not label them because I wanted to be surprised. So I can't tell you what this is, but there's a flower. And I mainly started heirloom seeds, so it's probably an heirloom tomato. And it's got to be a big one because I see a big flower in there. I don't see clusters. Well, kind of. We're just gonna be surprised. It's gonna be a tomato. These are beans. So this is a dragon's tongue bean. Should be yellow with like purple stripe-ish lines on it. And then this is a scarlet runner bean. And it's going to grow up all the way over this arch. And it has little red flowers. It's supposed to be really beautiful. They're gonna be blooming soon. And so behind that I have rosemary, another tomato of some surprise. I think this one might be some cherries, because see the little buds there? They're kind of close together. And there's some flowers back there too. So we'll see some tomatoes soon and figure out what these are. Okay, then we have basil that has totally gotten eaten up. I'm not sure from what yet. I haven't found anything. Dark opal basil. This is Italian large leaf. This, it's all like folded up. It's crazy. Dark opal. Let's see. What do you see? I don't see anything. Nope. Not sure. Something's eating these babies. Look at this guy. He never had a chance. But I can't. Oh, there it is. You are hungry. Okay, we're gonna take that leaf off, get rid of it. Oh man. All right, well, I'm glad we could feed someone. That's nice. I hope you're done. Okay, here's some Thai basil. It's gotten chewed on. I have to come out here and do some investigating. It smells so nice though. And then we have some dill. And that's bed number 1. Okay, and this one, bed number 2. Some crazy things are going on. This dill is so pretty. Okay, then we have tomato here, and by the looks of this flower, this might be a bigger tomato. Gardener's Delight. I started a bunch of those, we'll see. But this one's doing really well. Pruned it so it has some airflow. You don't want any of these near the soil because it'll give them a disease. And that is a radish, watermelon radish. I have tried to grow these 3 different times. So if these grow, I will be so excited. I've planted a few of them every few inches all the way down. They take about 28 to 30 something days to be ready. So I planted them because they don't like the super heat and it's about to get super hot. So hopefully they'll be ready before it gets super hot and before the tomatoes get super big. So this one is going to be, see, these are different from the other flowers. They're like a cluster. So these are probably going to be some type of cherries. It's doing really good. Here's some more that are about to start taking off. And then, so I've got 2 tomatoes here, 2 tomatoes there, and 2 down there, and radishes down the center. And then over here, this is some cause romaine that I'm about to, oh, the ladybug's still in there. I'm about to pull this out because it's starting to get too warm. And the lettuce likes the cool weather. So it's about to be time. It's so funny story. I planted these super close to the edge because I was thinking, oh, I'll squeeze them in. If they don't grow, that's fine. If they do, cool. And they grew up. Like their roots are outside of the bed. And they grew up. Like, how cool is that? It's so neat. So anyway, I need to come out here like now and cut these down. But see, this one is about to flower. And this is when you can save the seeds. So I should just let that go and I can save the seeds for it. I might just prune the bottom leaves, the really good ones, so we can eat them like salad. Okay, and then we have more rosemary and a couple more radishes. And then some little, hello mushrooms. I didn't plant them, they just grow. Another tomato down here. And I actually see a random basil that I have. This looks like a lemon basil. And then I've got 2 beans growing. So these beans will grow over this trellis, over the arch. And we've got a dragon's tongue bean, and I believe that one is a long Chinese noodle bean. So they hang really long. So my goal is to have those beans grow over this and those cover it. We'll see if we have something to walk under. It's pretty. Okay, so I put this little gazebo thing here and I need to get a new cover for it, but I might not. I might just leave it. It's kind of cool. I could put chicken wire, let something grow up it. So for now it's here and it's casting a bit of shade. It's awesome. So I planted cucumbers in these and hopefully they sprout soon and grow over this and cover it. So we'll have a covered triangle of cucumbers. And then my sweet neighbor, Beth, gave me this little bean sprout from her garden. I made her a basket, so she brought me a plant. So hopefully that does well. Okay, and this is our 3rd bed. So in here, let's start down here. We have these potatoes that I don't remember planting, but I'm pretty sure these are potatoes. And they're growing super, super good. I don't want to pull them up to see. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. And there's another one down here. This might be a different one. A while back, I feel like I might have put out some purple and red potatoes. I bet you that's what these are. Okay, and then I have green onion. And some tomatoes. These are a different type of tomato. This one's like the ones over there. That other one was different. I don't know. These are all no name tomatoes. They're doing well. And then over there we have dark opal basil, dwarf Greek basil, and Thai basil. Basil grows really well. Last year it did. And then I have a few radish seeds, just to see if they will grow. And then I have these peppers I got from the nursery that I go to, Valencia orange peppers. And it looks like there's some little buds in there. We should have flowers soon. Both of them. They're doing good. We got a little smack from the rainstorm. Over here, I planted a tomato. And there's some mint behind it. Hopefully it won't go nuts. It's been there for a while. It hasn't gone crazy. And I actually planted a couple cucumber seeds in the back. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. It's an experiment. And we have some beautiful flowers and wonderful things Maria planted last couple of years. Banana tree. It's so pretty in here and jungly. Love it. They're not fully open yet. They're gonna be really pretty. Bring all the pollinators. And then Ethan's garden is doing super good. He's got his tomatillo. Oh, and it looks like a little squash plant popped up. Might have to move that. And then he has dill and tomatillo, bigger tomatillo. Somebody had a snack. A little squash that we'll probably have to move. Oh, there's another one. And here's his kale. It got blown over. It's really nice. Look at all that water. So pretty. Snake. Water. Pretty tomato. Basil. Cilantro that's about to flower. Another tomato. Some onion that just volunteered. And a pretty tomato. And then we have our lime tree. Maria brought this here. It's been growing. Doing really, really good. And that's our garden. And that's Stella. Hi, puppy love. That's all the branches I cut down. I will burn those really soon.